Morning everybody, welcome to Wednesday morning's drive. It's another very chilly, clear morning here. It's about 6 degrees Celsius, so pretty cold again this morning, but it's a beautiful clear day. The sun's obviously already up, and myself and Alistair are in the south this morning. It's been a pretty quiet morning up to now. I've just got to S8 Dam, just a hippo here, and I can actually just see a herd of elephants now in the distance, so I'll go and follow up on them. But Alistair's in the south with me. We're going to look for the wild dog den. Alistair's going to go to the dogs, and then I'm going to try and look for any sign of a cat this morning, be it lion or leopard. I'll try and look for the telemates down here, and fingers crossed that we get lucky here. So enjoy the morning with us, and let's see what we can find. Managed to find this herd of elephants, but they're taking me on a bit of a wild goose chase here. They're not very relaxed, which is quite unusual. They've just kept steadily walking away from the vehicle, so I don't know if they've had a bit of a bad experience through the night with lions or interaction with something else. But yeah, they're very nervous. Managed to find this herd again. They seem to have calmed down a little bit. They're all sort of spread out here feeding. Nice size herd, probably about 20 elephants here. There's quite a few youngsters. A very nice breeding herd. Yeah, the Cape turtle dove in the background. Looking at a young female here in the front, you can just see that 45-degree angle to her forehead there. Also the fork-tailed drongo sitting in front of the elephant there, waiting for any insects to fly away. You can see how this large female is busy smelling me here, using the trunk as a periscope. So I'd say that this female is probably the matriarch. She's definitely the biggest female in the herd. Also, just her body language, quite very curious towards me, just making sure I keep my distance, always watching me, so I'd presume that she's the matriarch. She's got a small calf with her that's probably about 2 years old. So there's a good chance that she's pregnant again. They usually have calves in this region about every 3.5 to 4 years. They're pregnant for a very long time, 22 months, so she could be already pregnant. She does look like she's got quite a swollen belly on her, so probably almost maybe midway, even a bit more through her pregnancy. Interesting to watch this youngster trying to learn how to use his trunk. It takes these young elephants about a year to start learning how to use their trunk properly. There's thousands and thousands of little muscles within their trunk, and those muscles need to develop over time, but also just getting the hang of how their trunk works, all the twisting and turning and grabbing and I mean, it's also very delicate, their trunk. They're able to pick up just by the end of their trunk something like a peanut or a coin or anything small with their two fingers. Sort of, we call them fingers. It's just like two lips almost at the end of their trunk.
Just managed to find the new den where the wild dogs are. They've made us work really hard this morning. We haven't seen them for about a week now, but there's still 13 pups. All the adults are here. They've probably moved about maybe 2 kilometers from the last den, so they're keeping us on our toes definitely here. Nice open area here, nice den site. What we're starting to see with these dogs now is as the pups grow bigger and bigger, they start to move around a lot more. All the adults picking up the sun. Puppies running behind them. Looks like all the puppies are coming back to this hole. We've been patient. It's quite difficult to get good photographic pictures here due to the amount of grass and foliage around this den. But however, it is a really good den for these puppies. They're moving between one here and just one about 100 meters to the south of me. Also see the puppies are a lot more adventurous, moving a bit further away from the den without the adults. Now at the other den, it's a bit more open here. This morning's still pretty cold, so they're all nice and clumped together. But they're definitely a lot more adventurous than they were a couple of weeks ago, moving very far from the adults. The adults are probably about 100 meters from us at the moment. Also all getting a lot more colouring on them, a lot more whites. They were very dark early on, and now they're getting a lot more of that white wild dog coloration on them. See all the puppies huddled like this is really amazing. They're also feeling the cold front that's come down from the Cape. Very cold this morning, but they're lying nicely in the sun, all on the side of the mound there.
I was just about to turn off this cut line when I noticed some jackals further up the road there, and I came to investigate. And as luck would have it, we got a pride of lions, looks like the Talamati pride, on a kill. I'm just going to move a bit closer and See what they're feeding on here. So it looks like they've brought down quite a big wildebeest. They killed it here during the night. They killed it right on the road. A lot of stomach content on the road, a lot of tracks on the road for the lions themselves. There's just 2 of them here at the moment. It's a lioness with the blind eye, the right blind eye, the blue eye, and she's with the young male here. I'm sure the rest of the pride is here. They'll be just resting in some of these thickets after their meal, or maybe they've gone off for a drink of water. It's become very windy here again this morning. These lions are quite nervous. It's quite understandable. The wind's very, very noisy and gusty, and it's probably confusing them a bit. Probably also tells us that the rest of the pride's moved on. This young male in particular is quite nervous. He's looking around. There's a lot of jackals around. He's snarling at them. But I think the fact that the rest of the pride's moved on is also just keeping them wary. They're just by themselves, these 2. They don't want to be surprised by a big group of hyenas or even other lions. So these 2 are probably members of the pride that got the least meat, while the rest are all eating. That's why they're still here, still feeding on the scraps. You can imagine with a pride of 15 lions, there's a lot of competition. I mean, we've not seen really, lions too much on a kill in the last few months with you guys, and the fighting that goes on is quite incredible. They go from these loving, caring, bonding members to, it's like they don't even know each other. They fight viciously for food. They'll hit each other. They'll bite each other. A lot of competition when it comes to food. So there's no table manners when it comes to the lion's family. So I'm presuming here a lot of the members have probably fed and they moved off. Maybe they've gone to look for water. I've just come from Tortoise Dam or Bushbuck Dam, so no lions there, so they might have moved to one of the other dams, probably within the Sabi Sands. We're right on the border here of the Manyeleti and the Sabi Sands, so I presume they've gone into the Sabi Sands, the rest of the pride. And once these 2 are finished up here, they'll probably follow.
Just coming past Wild Dog Dam, and I don't know if you can see, but there's a female leopard in that jackalberry tree. It's probably the tin swallow female. She was just sitting on a branch there, managed to pick her up. Just giving her a bit of time to relax with us, and then we'll make our way around there. But it just shows you how well camouflaged these animals are. It's very windy this morning, so everything's hiding away. I would say this is the tin swallow female.
So we just got back to the lodge, and despite a very windy, chilly morning, it turned out to be a very productive day for us out in the bush. We started off with that very nice herd of elephants around S8 Dam. Alistair managed to find the wild dogs, and great news that the 13 pups are still alive and all well. Managed to get some of the Talamati pride on that wildebeest kill. Unfortunately, they moved into the Sabi Sands, so who knows when we might see them again. And then just to end off with that tin swallow female leopard was a great find for us, and also nice to know that she's doing well. So all in all, a very, very productive and great morning for us out there, and we look forward to your company again on Friday.